Did you know that Fountain, Colorado is one of the fastest growing areas in the state? This small city might fly under the radar, but people are quickly realizing its value. Military staff get the easiest drive to Fort Carson. Plus, the schools are totally set up to help moving families. Fountain is a tight-knit community with some of the best home prices and open space around. We're going to discuss what makes this city great and what challenges it faces, so you get the full, honest story. Fountain is the main doorway to the south side of the Colorado Springs area. It's right on I-25, so you can zoom straight into downtown Colorado Springs in just 10 to 15 minutes. That quick highway access is a major win compared to getting stuck in traffic up north. One of the biggest perks is that Fountain literally sits next door to the Fort Carson Army Base entrance. It gives military families the fastest, easiest daily drive possible, skipping all the city's worst traffic. Fountain sits in a sweet spot for size. It covers roughly 22 square miles of land. It's bigger than a small mountain town, yet it's not nearly as crowded as Colorado Springs. You have plenty of space to feel free here. Over 29,000 people call this place home, in roughly 11,000 houses across the city. The average house has nearly 3 people living in it. The big story here is how fast the town is growing. Back in 2010, the population was much smaller. Since then, the number of residents has jumped by nearly 18%. That's much faster than the national average. Fountain is now one of the fastest growing areas in the entire country. Beyond the military connection, Fountain's desirability is anchored by the Fountain Creek Regional Park, a massive 460-acre green space that offers nature trails and a nature center for a real Colorado outdoor feel. When you compare it to nearby areas like Security and Wide Field, Fountain generally offers slightly newer construction and a distinct sense of a smaller, independent city. You also have fantastic views of Pikes Peak from almost anywhere in town, which is a classic Colorado Springs postcard view. Back in 1888, Fountain faced a devastating disaster known as the Big Blast. A train carrying lots of explosives crashed here, but the surprising part is that it only happened because 2 bad guys had murdered a man and cut the train cars loose to hide their crime. Every July, people still gather for the annual blast dance to remember the people who died that day. Fountain recently started a special process to protect its oldest buildings, like the historic Woodman Hall. They still care about keeping the original small-town feel, even while new homes are built everywhere. Fountain is also home to the Pikes Peak International Raceway. You can see big car races there, but the track is also open to the public for special fun. Fountain has off-the-street drags, so people can race their regular cars safely rather than on city streets. During the winter, the track turns into a beautiful drive-through holiday light show called Magic of Lights. Because Fountain is so close to the military bases, a lot of the neighbors are veterans. About 1 out of every 6 people here has served in the military, which is double the average for the rest of Colorado. That strong connection helps make the city a little different and more diverse than other towns nearby. People who live in Fountain love the small-town feeling it still has. Neighbors are genuinely friendly to each other. Families enjoy a quiet life here, compared to busy Colorado Springs. Even though the city is growing fast, it's still focused on community fun and history. People love using places like the Fountain Creek Nature Center for learning about nature. Volunteers also lead historical tours. Life in Fountain does have a few loud surprises. Because Fort Carson is a major training base, some people hear the loud sound of artillery fire. Sometimes this happens at night, which can be annoying when you want to sleep. Another source of noise is the freight train horn near downtown. Those long horn blasts can also wake you up. The city is working to fix this train noise problem. They're finishing safety projects that should create a quiet zone by the end of 2026. The main challenge for many families is shopping. People complain that they have to drive far north just to find a good grocery store. City leaders know this is a big problem. They're fixing this by focusing on the East Infill Urban Renewal Plan near the old downtown area. They've saved land to bring in a new grocery store and doctor's offices very soon. They even call this area a food desert because it needs so much help. The city is very smart about paying for these new shops. They'll only use the sales taxes from the new stores to pay for the new roads and cleanup. This keeps current homeowners' tax money safe. Roads are also a big project. Local businesses are paying most of the bill to fix up Link Road. The city is also building long trails for walking and biking. They plan to build at least 14 miles of trails that will eventually connect to Colorado Springs and Pueblo. The person most likely to buy a home in Fountain is a military family. Since Fort Carson is right next door, the city's average age is young, around 31 years old. This big military connection means the city sees many new people move in every year, often about 19% of the population. This movement makes Fountain one of the most diverse cities in the whole metro area. Families come from all over the country and the world, bringing different cultures and ideas. Beyond the military, this city is the perfect place for young families buying their first home. They can find a nice house for a better price here. Among neighbors in the larger area, Fountain is known as the best deal for a house. In fact, the average home value is about 10% less than the rest of the metro area. Even with lower home prices, the average family income is about the same as the rest of the city. This means people can get more house for the money they already earn. Fountain's yearly property taxes are also very low, often much lower than the national average. This is because Fountain helps people avoid those expensive Metro District fees that many other new housing areas charge. This town is the perfect fit for people who want value and a quiet life. The city offers some unique fun, too. The main park has a pump track for specialized biking and even horse riding stables. Because people who buy here have the same average income as the rest of the metro area, they save thousands of dollars a year. Some popular neighborhoods in Fountain are Countryside, Ventana, and Cross Creek. These neighborhoods offer different amenities and lifestyles, and are popular among new home buyers moving to Fountain. Ready to see all the homes for sale in Fountain? Check the link in the description. Our site is your trusted source for Colorado Springs real estate, updated constantly. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more insider neighborhood tours, and drop your questions in the comments.